And I want to start talking about race by race. But if you're the Kamala Harris campaign, there's a reason that the co-chair of the campaign came out at Howard University just a few moments ago and told supporters to head home, told supporters that the vice president will not be speaking this evening. And there we go. We have a live look right now of the vice president Kamala Harris watch party in D.C. at her alma mater. We also are getting word that former President Donald Trump will be taking the stage and speaking at any moment. Stay with us. We'll carry those comments live as they come in.
And maybe we could key up a side-by-side just to see if we're able to do that, guys. I know we've been working really hard to bring this to everyone, but you're seeing the grounds of Howard University right there moments ago. I mean, the place was packed. People were dancing. And
clearing
then
out fast.
Democratic chair came up and said that the vice president would not be speaking tonight, an indication of how the night's been going, a night that came in full of optimism. Peter Alexander on NBC saying that he spoke with somebody and asked about a vibe check. They said it's not good, not good right now. So this is just an indication of what we're seeing right there in Washington, D.C. And if we do have live pictures of Florida, where the former president is speaking, we can just kind of compare the vibe check, if you will, ourselves.
And while we're doing that, I think that's an important segue, because if you're a Democrat and you're seeing these pictures, you're not happy to see them. If you're a Republican, you're looking at these images from former President Donald Trump's watch party. Boy, that side-by-side tells a whole lot of the story right now. A lot of excitement. And we said going into the evening, no matter who wins tonight, history will be made. Former President Donald Trump will be one of the very few American presidents to take office, to serve one term, to lose, and then if things track as they're looking right now, and we want to be careful here because the ultimate winner of this race has not yet been called. We want to underline that. This race overall not yet been called. But if the former president becomes a president-elect, it's a historic moment that we're watching in real time here. Again, we don't know if that will be the case or not, but if you're watching on the left-hand side of your screen here, you're seeing a whole lot of folks who have hoped and who have, many of them, worked, and now many of them are anticipating that becoming the case.
And Deanna, I wanted to bring you in on this. I mean, is this an indication?
All right, that's a live look from our sister station, Station 11 Alive there. You can see what was supposed to be, for the Harris campaign, I assume, a celebration, something very upbeat turned not so, for the folks there, you know, and compare that to the Trump event here. People are pumped up. They've got the music going, lights going. It's packed compared to Howard University's campus, which is now, quite frankly, empty, and you know, folks are clearing out there, packing up the chairs. That's pretty indicative of the mood, I think, for both camps tonight.
Oh, absolutely. The way things have shaken out here. I mean, just taking a look at these two pictures, it's night and day, right? You can see the stands full there. You can see folks leaving, putting it out. You just heard our sister station 11 Alive there say that Vice President Harris is not expected to speak tonight. That's pretty interesting, I'd have to say. Maybe that contributed to some of the folks moving out here as well. But very interesting considering the momentum that you heard from the Harris campaign. Heading into this, they really thought that they were able to persuade voters. They thought that they were going to be able to really make some change and some movements in these polls. A lot of polls had them very neck and neck here. We even saw that crazy one in Iowa that had her ahead there. Just, you know, very interesting to see the way things have shaken out here.
Major blows to the Harris campaign tonight, major wins for the Trump campaign, those two swing states, again, North Carolina and Georgia. I mean, at this point, what is the Harris campaign how do they react?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Harris campaign still has to probably hold tight on Wisconsin and Michigan. They're probably hoping out for Pennsylvania, although we're hearing it's not looking good in Pennsylvania. The way the votes are out there right now, there might not even be enough votes at this time for her to be able to still take Pennsylvania in this race.